I had never looked at culture in the manner that the author of Body Rituals among the Nacirema described American culture. He described it as a highly developed market economy with a mainframe on rituals, activities that focus on the human body and its appearance. When I was reading it, I thought that that was a very accurate description of what our world is today, especially America. It amused me when the narrator said that this culture believes the body to be ugly and that it does whatever it can to never present it as its real self. Um, because of the accuracy in describing what our priorities are in today's world, starting with beauty, I thought and realized that of the deepness of the article and humanity's constant desire to change their appearance. And the accuracy is simply incredible in how the author described his thought pattern. Um, and I think what he was trying to get us to understand is that to look our own culture from an outsider's perspective, um, because we're always thinking of how normal we are and how strange other cultures are. But when we look at the things from this perspective, uh, we evaluate our own culture and other cultures from an outsider's perspective, and we understand why they do what they do, and we get the rituals and practices and appreciate them for what they are, even if we don't understand them. Today, while I was walking home, I noticed that some people were trying to play a weird game. This is what I thought. When I started watching it, I thought that it was really random because what they do is they have a person come up with a stick and a white ball, and there will be a person about 64 feet away from the guy with the stick trying to hit the ball, and the guy, for whatever reason, would throw the ball at the guy with the stick, and the guy with the stick would try to hit it. And if he hit it, then he would run to a little plastic thing on a white line, and he would try to get as many white plastic things as possible without another guy catching the ball and throwing it back and tagging him with it. It was a strange game, and whenever somebody crossed four of the white plastic things, they would applaud and cheer and celebrate. Um, Baseball is an American tradition. From the civil rights and beyond, the game of baseball has shown support for it has reflected many aspects of America's life, from culture to economics and even technology. It inspires movements and instill pride in an American's heart. It is about passing down like a legacy, reinforcing family love, teaching values, and it's become a way of life. People share joy and triumph, sorrow and defeat, and still baseball illustrates and enhances the meaning of our life and what it means to be an American. The book written was in 1845. And the second set of rules was written in 1877. And since then, the sport of baseball hasn't seen much change besides the technological changes added to the fields, from cameras to statistics and all kinds of things. The timeline is very easy to understand, given that it's a linear sport and not much has changed. The most major way that baseball has changed over the years is, of course, the erasing of the color line that split baseball into Major League and the Negro League. This line was broken when Jackie Robinson first set foot on a Major League Baseball field in 1947. And it not only marked a coming age for the sport of baseball, but for the country as well. Baseball has been changing over the years in very minor ways. For example, every year they come up with new baseballs that the batters can hit farther and the pitchers can throw faster. Baseball is an American tradition, and when the game the people love sets foot on an issue and advocates for change, the people know that something must be done. As I mentioned before, when Jackie Robinson first set foot on a Major League Baseball field in 1947, it not only marked an age of change for the sport, but for the country as well. The changes made to the sport have been very beneficial to the American society. For instance, the sport has promoted change for the betterment of our lives. From the Civil War to the civil rights movements, and all points in between and beyond. It has been present during America's most critical years and will remain forever in the hearts of all its fans. In an article by Daily Newsletters by the author David Bott, he says that baseball came along at the right time to satisfy America's insatiable appetites for achievement in a world of change. From the song "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" to the All-Stars game to the World Series, baseball will always be there for us.